Welcome to the realm of astrology. This is your daily horoscope for 20th July 2021, which is a Tuesday. But before I begin, for those of you who are watching me for the first time, I do daily video horoscopes, weekly video horoscopes, and monthly sun rising sign horoscopes that you can watch on my YouTube channel. I also request you to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you can be notified every time I post a video. Now, that being said, for this reading, I'm going to give a brief astrological overview for the day. Then I'm going to talk about the undercurrent energies that we deal with every day. And I'm going to end the reading with a card for the day. So let's talk about what's happening today. So the first thing is that about 6:30 a.m. Pacific time, or 6 a.m., but more close to 6:30, the moon in Sagittarius is going to conjunct the south node. They're going to meet up. Now, the south node is what we're leaving behind. It's the past, it's karmic, right? And the moon is our emotions. And when they come together like this, the south node can really drain the energy of a planet it comes in contact with. So at this point, we may feel emotionally tired, a little drained, a little less optimistic than we would when the moon is in the sign of Sagittarius, right? So that's the energy. It can also be a moment where we start to think about the past. The past may come back to us. So that's about 6:30 a.m. Pacific time, which makes it 7 p.m. India time. And then soon after this, the moon's going to move on to 11 degrees of Sagittarius, and it is going to sextile Saturn, 60-degree angle. And this is about 9 a.m. Pacific time, which makes it about 9:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time. And a sextile is a 60-degree angle and it facilitates things. Saturn is a planet of decisions, of hard work, of defining things, of discipline. It can even delay things. And the moon, like I said, is our emotions. So at this moment, we may be taking a decision connected to our emotions or defining our emotions. And perhaps this comes after a point of feeling hopeful, feeling less hopeful, feeling a little drained in the morning with the moon, when the moon conjuncted the south node. And this decision comes after that. This definition to our emotions comes after that. And it comes quite naturally because they're in a sextile. So it could be, that at about 6:30 a.m. we start to feel a little drained, a little off, so to speak, about something in our life. Perhaps something connected to the past is coming back to us again and again. And we're feeling low because of that. But soon after that, when the moon moves on and sextiles Saturn, it may be that we say, okay, I've decided to never think about that again. Or we define and say, okay, you know what, that happened in the past and it doesn't matter anymore. So something like that might come about. And this will have a healing impact. And the reason I say that is because soon after this, very soon, it's technically in a trine, but let me just show you. Soon after this, the moon trines Chiron retrograde. Now, Chiron is our deepest wound, but it's also how we heal. So that's why in a trine, 120-degree angle is positive. It facilitates things. So whatever happened a little bit before, which was the moon sextiling Saturn, leading to a decision of sorts, has a healing impact. It heals us in some way, and this is all connected to the recent past. And that is because Saturn is retrograde, Chiron is retrograde. When planets are retrograde, they're covering area they've already covered before, right? Planet's gone direct, it covers certain degrees. Then in retrograde, it moves back and covers certain degrees. So right now, we are reviewing the past. We are asked to approach the past from a different perspective. So whatever decision we take connected to our emotions, whatever we define in connection to our emotions, or we work hard in connection to our emotions, has a healing impact. And all this is connected to the past. Okay, and that's pretty much the main energies for the day. So the morning is when all the major stuff happens. However, there are things we are building into, and you might be feeling that energy today. And the first is that Venus is going to change signs. It's going to enter the sign of Virgo, I believe, tomorrow. And when it does, it is going to oppose Jupiter. Okay. Now, two benefics are going to oppose one another. And when Venus changes signs, what's going to happen? We are going to see a shift in energy. We're going to see a shift in how we approach Venus things, how we approach our love, romantic partners, relationships, finances, skills, self-worth, values. That's going to see a shift. In Leo, typically Venus is in Leo right now. It has been for a while. Venus in Leo is all about following our heart. Leo is the heart. Doing what we love, right? Doing what makes us happy. But that's usually the case. But this year, Venus in Leo has been opposing the Saturn energy, which means although we wanted to do what we loved, although we wanted to follow our heart, Saturn was opposing this Leo energy and asking us, hey, is this in alignment with your long-term goals? Hey, are you working hard enough? Yeah, you love that, but are you working hard? So that was not the best place. Venus loves to be in Leo, right? It likes Leo, but because Saturn is opposing it, the Venus transit through Leo was difficult, right? But now in Virgo, and Venus does not like the sign of Virgo, it would rather be in Pisces, which is the opposite of Virgo. So in Virgo, what are we going to be doing? We're going to be planning, organizing, analyzing our Venus-related things, love, money, projects, finances, business partnerships, skills, self-worth, values. If there's a skill we're learning, now is the time we're going to get organized when Venus goes through Virgo, which is going to happen tomorrow. If there's a project we're working on, we're going to analyze and plan it out. So next few days, until Venus is in the sign of Virgo, we are going to be getting organized about all Venus things. But the entry of Venus into Virgo will oppose Jupiter retrograde. Now this can be a moment when we see a shift in Venus's energy. We might lose some sort of hope connected to Venus things because Jupiter is there opposing it, but that's going to be temporary, so it's going to pass, so just let it pass, but that's tomorrow. And the last thing we are building up to in the next 3 days is the full moon in Aquarius. This is a very, 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 very intense full moon, and we'll talk about it on the full moon video, but you might be feeling the intensity, so that's why I'm talking about it. So that's pretty much the energy of the day and what we are building up to. Now I will give a brief overview of the undercurrent energy we deal with on a daily basis that does not change. And then I will pick a card for the day. And now if you've seen this part, the undercurrents, please skip to the card reading. So the first thing is, I'll keep it very short, is the Saturn-Uranus square, right? These two planets are in a 90-degree angle. And we're seeing this energy after 21 years. And this energy is asking us to get rid of the old and embrace the new. It's also asking us to get rid of who we think we should be and embrace who we actually are. And there's a difference. That being said, the process of letting go of the old, embracing the new, is going to require effort. It's going to be challenging, right? Because they're squaring. Squares are challenging. Squares represent friction. So we're going to deal with this energy all year. So every single day, this is one energy we deal with. And we're going to deal with it all of 2021 and even 2022. Next thing is that we are building a cycle. We had a new beginning in December of 2020, a beginning of 20 years, a 20-year cycle, right? And that was because Saturn and Jupiter, they met up. They meet up once in 20 years. And they started this new cycle. And this new cycle, we're going to set the foundation for that in the next 2 years. So right now we're building, we're working. And all this new cycle is very much connected to who we actually are, our unique self, not who we think we should be. And the third thing I will still talk about, because it is very, very important, is the Pluto-Saturn conjunction. This happened a year and a half ago, and I know that's a long time. But this cycle is about 33 to 38 years. It will stay with us till 2053. So that's a long time, and long cycles take a long time to build. So we are going to be building this cycle, and I believe we are going to be building this for the next two years at least. So a lot of building, a lot of change in the next 2 years. And Yeah, that's all the background I'm going to give. And now I'm going to pick a card for the day and then we'll close out the reading. Okay, nothing's fallen out. It says message in a bottle. Perhaps today we are going to receive a message of sorts. That's what it says, right? Yeah, I think we're going to receive a message. And this could very well be a realization. And with the moon conjuncting the south node today, we might be reviewing the past, right? And with its sextile to Saturn and a trine to Chiron, both in retrograde, which has some healing effect, this could be some sort of powerful realization connected to the past. So perhaps that's a message. I don't think this is a literal message, but I do think this is a message we give to ourselves today. A realization, perhaps, connected to our emotions that will have a healing impact, and that is rooted in the past because the moon is making aspects to all planets that are connected to the past right now. The south node is the past, Saturn retrograde brings up the past, and Chiron retrograde also brings up the past. So that's all I'm going to say, and I hope you have a great day. I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.